Here's your problem. Still using cable, huh?
Matthew, how you doing, buddy? I'm glad you come in. Sorry about this. I'm trying to get everything going here. I'm a little late. I was out there looking at the truck we just purchased. Let's see. There we go. Let's daggone. Let's see. We got. It's so. God dang it! Quit. Let's see. It's so funny. You go live and then other people go. Other one goes live. Yeah, dude, I'm the joke. No, you alright. Carmen says, "Hey, all. Hello, Carmen."
You mean Cameron?
Huh? Fixing, don't do me like that.
She was saying she was about to take a nap. I said, you better click on that live. Take a nap. I'm trying to pull myself closer.
Oh, me. This younger's going to drive me to drinking. But, all right, let's see. Gary says hello. Hello, Gary. Carmen says, do y'all need more candy for the Halloween event? Well, did you bring mine today?
Yep.
Well, we do have all this, and I bought 9 more pounds. Mike's supposed to be, I don't know what it's going to turn out to be. So, I really don't know. It's always best to have some extra, but if you're going to go buy, no, don't worry about it. I'll be okay. When we run out, we'll just stop, just stand around and talk. Craig says, hello all. Hello, Craig. We just, we're going to put all of our vehicles out there with the trunks up and have a little bit of candy in each one, as long as we get enough people to man each car, truck, whatever.
Yeah, that's Carmen's job.
What's that?
Manned it.
She'll have one, you'll have one. They're going to be side by side. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get everybody involved. Let's see. Not Rick, it just had. Well, let's see. Rick, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Let's see, Craig said, bought a 2001 Ram with 35,000 miles on it yesterday. Cool.
That's it, 35.
35,000, yeah, 2001. Don't have very many miles. That's pretty cool. We had a 2013, I believe, Dodge Ram, 300 and some thousand miles. Man, it was a good old truck. Somebody decided to play ping pong in a tree.
Oh, no, we do that. Don't look at me. It wasn't me.
Paul says, hello, brother. What's happening? Not much, Paul. Paul says, hi, hello. Craig, even getting better, $1,000. Wow, that's pretty cool. Bree says, can I tickle your... No, you cannot. Man, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all goofy, man. Y'all are in the wrong life. We're here for positive vibes. Rumpelstiltskin says, hello, Pops. Hello, Rumple. Mila says, hi. Hello. Rumple's laughing or smiling. Greg says, yeah, I can check out my short video if you want to see it. I'll definitely do that. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. I got a little bit of time. It's still a little slow here. Oh, extended cab too. 4-wheel drive. Lord. Let's see. Give me some.
Yesterday. It's a 2001 Dodge Ram SLT. Fur like a kitten. A little bit of surface rust. Mostly. Rockers and everything are in pretty good shape. Box in pretty good shape. Let's just
If you wasn't so far away, I'd offer you money back. Let's see, Swish said, would you rather gain muscle or gain, oh man, I just assume live life, man. Try to be happy. Rumble says, can we see the short too? Yeah, sure. Hold on a minute. Let me click back on it.
Dick,
There it is.
picked this up yesterday. It's a 2000
Sonic said hello.
Ram,
Huh? Thomas said, yo, Unc, how you doing?
purring like a kitten.
Thomas said, Unc, how y'all doing there?
Surface rust, mostly. Rockers and everything are in pretty
Let's
good
give him a
shape.
thumbs up.
Box in pretty good shape. That's just surface.
Thomas said, good.
It's all metal under there.
Looks a little better than the one I just bought, Craig.
Nice, pretty nifty tailgate.
Quite a bit better than the one I just bought.
This side, the surface rust again. Same situation under here. Rockers, everything are all good. That door's pretty surface rusted. We might be able to fix it. I don't know. We'll see. But the
I
most
like the
interesting
GMC
part about
too.
this truck
Other than being white.
is the mileage. It's pretty dirty in here. I literally just got it home, so. The seat says it has a lot of miles. But that brake pedal says it has hardly any. And if you look, he's sitting inside here where it's warm. What do you guys see there? There's a light coming from. There you go. That's it. 55,424 kilometers. Story on this truck. The friend I bought it from, his dad owned a body shop and bought this truck with less than 17,000 kilometers on it. It was hit hard on this side. So his dad fixed it all up, and then it sat for 10 years until my friend went and got it and from his dad, and he drove it for 7 years back and forth to work.
He didn't work for
Living
him.
a pretty small town, so hence 55K on a 2001 Dodge Ram.
Awesome.
What do you think it's worth? Have a good day, guys.
All right, let me get caught up here now. Let's see. Gary says, Gary says, I just saw him on and subscribe. Thank you. Craig says, hello, that's me. Greg, thanks, Gary. Sonic said hi. Sonic said, hey. Nope, said hi twice. Thomas says, yo, Unc, how you doing, Thomas? Rumpel said, thanks. Oh, yeah. Thomas said, Unc. Annie said, good. Said Daniel said, happy Wednesday. Hello, everyone. Hello. Gary's got thumbs up. Craig says, the mileage in kilometers here. Yeah, that kind of messed me up there. Rumpel said, pretty cool truck. Yeah, I like it. Craig said, it's about 3 kilometers round trip. Rumpel said, they didn't sell Dodges here. They had to present here back in 40s. Huh, cool. I know I've asked you before, Rumpel, but where's here? Where are you from, Rumpel? I know you've told me. Is that Tigger? India. Okay. All right. Cool.
I'm tired, man.
Let's see, Olivia, is Justin here? He sure is. Like I said, I don't know why he picks there instead of over at the desk, but I guess so he can read a little bit better and help me out on the words I can't figure out. Yes, T-Mew is here. Man, we ain't got a lot of people in this one. Wednesdays, I ain't got but 7 people, 7 likes. Lord have mercy. Let's see. Rumpel said Ford, GM, Chevy, except in the late '90s, they have relaunched now. Cool. Adam said, "Hey y'all, I thought y'all had like Nissans and Toyotas over there mostly." Grandma said, "Hey pops, hey grandma. Hope you're doing well today, grandma." Gary said, "Hey Ghost," and grandma said, "Hi Rumpel." Adam said, "Granny," and grandma said, "Adam," and Olivia said, "Hey Gary," and Rumpel said, "Grandma, hello." Olivia said, "I'm still mad at your son." What are you mad about now?
Exactly.
What did he do now? Good gosh. Grandma says, "Hi, Olivia." Adam says, "Got the engine back together today, Randy." Cool. Without the spacers and the pistons. When you gonna get it fired up? Oh, I can't do that right now. Good Lord, you're gonna have to make it about twice as big for me to run. I'll have a headache. Let's see. Adam said, "Rumpel," and Grandma said, "I'm still feeling the same, pops." Grandma, you're gonna have to do better. You're gonna have to feel better. Get some of them Red Bull. Nah, I'm just playing. Don't do that. Olivia says, "Why don't you ask him what he and Boggy did last night?"
I did the live. Boggy watched the live.
Let's see. Rumpel says, "Yeah, we got Toyota, Nissan, but high sellers are Suzuki's and local brands like Mahindra and Tata." What is a Tata? Tata. If I'm not mistaken, I've seen some Suzuki's over there. I don't know what kind of engines y'all put in them doing burnouts over there. And they got big old long places. They come in probably 50, 60 mile an hour and flip them around backwards and do some badass burnouts. I'd love to go to one of those events. Grandma said, "Hi, Craig." Adam says, "No, I put it back in there. I need some more fun like engine have a not, there you go." Craig says, "I gotta go. Talk to you later, guys." See you, Craig. Thanks for stopping in. Got you a nice truck there. Rumpel said, "Grease Spot, hello." Craig says, "Hi, Grandma." Libby says, "BS, caca head." Adam said, "How long?" And Craig says, "Adam." 6 says, "Yo, what's up, Monk? Happy to see you." Happy to see you too. 6 on 6. It's been a while since you've been in there, hasn't it? Let's see. Rumpel says, "Tata Motors is a local brand, biggest truck maker in the world, to going by numbers." I'm gonna have to look that up to see what that. Hey, just look that up.
What?
Tata TATA Motors. I want to see what kind of truck it is. That's cool, especially if it's the world's it's the biggest truck maker in the world, and I've never heard of it. Grandma said, "Hi, Sixton." Let's see. Adam says, "Gotta go. Mom's got dinner ready." See you, Adam. Thank you. Olivia says, "I give Pops a screenshot. Tell the truth." 6 on 6. I like 6 on 6.
He can't read the screenshot.
What's up, Grandma? I can't read that thing.
Oh no. Okay, this is the website. It's Tata Motors. Huh?
Yeah, but they don't show no. I don't want to read. I want to see pictures. Let's see.
I don't want to go to images. I'm gonna get show Tata.
Yeah, that's show. Oh, that's kind of.
Looks like a Volkswagen, doesn't it? That's not a Volkswagen. Oh, look. A fat spider. Looks like a Toyota.
Yeah, I was thinking pickup truck when you said that. Oops. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Grandma said later, Adam, God bless you. Daryl says, made it safely. Awesome, Daryl. You get the Hummer back. Grandma says, hi, Mac.
Excuse me. It's a big. Is that a spider? What is it?
No, it's one of them jumping things, kind of like a cricket, but I believe it's mixed between cricket and a spider. I don't know what it is. I don't think it hurts you. Let's see. Daryl says, it got done as I was already on my trip. Oh, okay. Daryl says, I'll pick it up tomorrow. All right. Huh?
I don't know where it is.
Now you're telling me to jump 15 feet. Have a seat, settle your feet.
Wow.
Grab the jump 15 feet. Oh, I gotta see. I gotta check this is something. Let's see, man. We're gonna have a slow one. I wonder why everything's so slow lately. Let's see, Daryl said 2280, but I know it's fixed and safe. Well,
Safe part's the important part.
yeah, you definitely want to make sure it's right and safe. Safety, a way of life. Remember, you got 1,440 minutes in every day. The objects to be happy and be safe.
Spell my nap time. Golly gee. I gotta get gas in that truck.
Let's see. Rumpel says, "Oh, we call pickup trucks only pickups. Trucks here are big ones like 8 or 12 wheelers." Oh, well, we looked up the wrong thing then, because this was like an SUV car, kind of like a Subaru or something is what it kind of looked like. I'll have to look it up and see. Daryl said, "Hi, Grandma." Vic says, "Never done projects. Hey, chat. Whoop whoop." Grandma says, "Hi, 6'2". Olivia says, "You know what? I'll just tell you. That's the best thing to do, Olivia. Just tell me. That way I can. That's a lot easier."
I'll tell you something easier. Just tune her out.
Daryl says, "Vic and go sleep." Come on, Olivia. Inquiring minds want to know. Oh man, daggone it! I'm not going to be able to remember your name. Indecisive Garage. I remember you telling me your name, and I cannot remember. And I am so sorry. I don't know about everyone else, but I have been very busy lately. Oh, and hello, Randy, and all hello. Sorry, I cannot remember your name. I am so sorry. I remember you telling me, and I told you I would try to remember it. But I got that fish memory. Tim, that's it, Tim. Let's see. Vic said, Vic family and Art. Whoop, whoop. Daryl says, "Hi, Tim." Grandma says, "Hi, Tim." And Tim says, "My name's Tim." Olivia says, "They kept pushing me around to get on the live, but I was finishing the lead and both of them were being butts to me."
That's a lie. There's no proof behind that. That's hearsay.
Now, Olivia, they were just trying to help you out. Coming into these positive lives like that helps everybody feel good. They just wanted you to be in a good mood. Rumpel says they make pickup too. Tata Exxon. I know I'm saying that's wrong. Exxon is pickup. It replacing Toyota in Middle East and Africa. It's pretty nice. I will have to check that out though. I think that is that's wild. Olivia says check his phone. He showed me. I can't see I can't see those writing and stuff. And Olivia says and the live. Daryl says one day left of the week for you, Randy. Big plans for the weekend? Yes, I do have a action-packed day all weekend. I really do.
And we.
Yeah, and week for that goes. But I forgot what I was going to say there. I was going to say something to Olivia, but just had a brain fart. Anyway, but yes, Daryl, I do plan on starting on the bathroom. I've going to take off Friday morning and go pick up the materials for the bathroom here, and then I got a guy supposed to deliver some a couple parts for the bathroom that I've got an idea. So I'll probably be working on the bathroom all weekend. And I'm going. I cut out all the trees away from the equipment trailer today, so I made it where I can go get it. So I'm going to try to get it this weekend too. Carlos said, "What's up, all pops?" Daryl said, 1 week left. Yeah, I think it's 9 days. Oh Lord. Olivia said, if I hit your son, don't blame me, blame him. Okay, if you hit him, at least I'll be able to see you, because I know that you said you don't get out very much. Let's see, Grandma said, hi, big boys. Daryl said, big Hugh. Hello, Hugh. Hugh says, hello, everyone, and hello, Randy. Daryl said, Hugh. Hugh said, Daryl. Rumpel said, Grand Pitt, hello. Grandma said, hi, babe. Hugh says, hello, big boys. Daryl says, nice. Carlos says, hello, Grandma, sweetheart. And Hugh says, Olivia. Justin says, quiet, woman. Oh, I didn't think Lotus was in here yet. I thought you told him that. Let's see. Rumpel said, renovating work. Yes. Gonna try to make the bathrooms look a little better here. Hugh said, hello, Rumpel. And Daryl said, Justin. Carlos said, what's up, Mac? Olivia says, Amco, Mitra, how are you, Carlo? Grandma said, Justin, Maria, the bald man, and his wonderful son. Well, hello, Maria. Carlos said, what's up, Hugh? Hugh said, hi, Tim, and hello, Lovey. Grandma said, hi, Maria. Hugh said, hello, Big. Yeah, oh, okay. I was going to say, he said, hello, Big. Maria says, hi, Grandma. Hi, Hugh. Hugh said, hello, Maria, and hello, Justin. I'm called up. Woo, woohoo. And I did forget to tell y'all that fire department, the guy, Ryan, he did text me and said he wasn't going to be able to get back into the lives for a while. His daddy took YouTube off of his phone, so he must have got in a little bit of trouble. And but anyway, everybody still keep him in his prayers, please. Let's see. Maria says, how are you doing today? I'm doing great. I hope you are. Daryl said, 16 likes. Hugh says, no, you ain't. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. Daryl says, did the guy bring the title? He did. He did.
He took a few things back there.
I knew he was going to get some stuff out of it. And I mean, you know, it's one of those deals where I kind of bought the truck the way it was last night, and I knew he had to get some stuff out, but I pulled up and he was taking a battery out. I really didn't like that, but I wasn't going to argue with him. So I do have to get a battery for it. But, don't do that. But, it's good. I mean, like I said, no more than I give for the truck.
Stop that, man.
Hugh says, no, you ain't. What we know you ain't about, Hugh. Hugh's laughing. Oh, okay. I hope he is okay. Said Daryl said, nice. Let's see it. Ha. Hey, I'll show it to you. Open that door. Let's see. I do have open that one too. Let's see. Hugh says, what kind of truck? 94 GMC extended cab. Carlos says, Hey, Olivia Bell, I'm okay, thanks. You said taking parts off instead of the deal. Yeah, I didn't really like that, but it's okay. Jesus is King says, hey, guy, hello, Jesus. You said you weren't caught up. And I said, no, you ain't. I know, right? Olivia said, good, that's good. You said, LOL. Grandma said, hi, 56. And you said, cool deal. Daryl said, it's frigid. Yeah, I saw that long sleeve you had on. So I can't do it yet. I still got to leave my short sleeve on. Jesus says, hi, Grandma. And Hugh says, hello, Jesus. All right, I'm going to walk out here, show y'all the truck. I hope I don't lose it. I'll catch up on the check in just a minute. I don't know how far I can go without losing y'all, but if it ain't a Metal Art custom paint job, I can tell you all that. It looks like it was done with a brush. But let's see. Is the truck rotting out? It ain't too bad. All right, is everybody back? Let's see. Did y'all get to see it now? I'm sorry. There you go. All right. I don't know how far I can get away from the thing there, but it's the back tires on them got less than, he said 5,000 miles, but they really good. Front tires are okay, but anyway, it's I'll probably get close and end up being it did catch on fire. I didn't notice that, so I'm gonna have to get one of these. He's got a motor out of an 84 C10 van in it. That didn't go with this type of truck, but it'll be all right for what we're gonna do with it. And the more we give for it, it'll be all right. Cracked up dash, but the interior ain't too bad. There is a rip on the driver's seat over there. But like I said, if no more we give for it, it'll be all right. I did a little walk around. I have it on the video, kind of what we got planned for it and stuff. Or, I don't know yet. We've been discussing the motor situation to what motor situation we're gonna put in it.
Where's my seat now?
Get up, bitch. I mean, now let's see if I can get back. Lord.
Is this for the Halloween thing?
What?
Uh-uh.
Let's see. Let me see if I get caught up a little bit. Jesus, let's see. Olivia is always complaining. Reaper, Peanut Gallery. Man, I'm lost a lot. I'm just going to have to grab one hold and take off and start reading some. Jesus King laughed about something Hughes said. I've never seen it replay like that. I hope it counts for watch time.
You should.
Hey, Reaper, how are you doing? Said, did you do that? Okay. Grandma said, you're very welcome. Hughes said, there he is. There we are. Jesus King said, Hughes said, stop. Luke said, no, don't show us the spot. Don't go any further. Yeah, I must have started. I'm doing all right. You said, where's that spot? You said, just kidding. Olivia says, we know where the spot is now, Pops. Oh, okay. You said, oh man. Jesus says, how are you, Vic? I don't know if you saw me. I'm good. How are you, brother? For the beater doesn't matter. That's right. Lee said, Hugh, he pointed at it 80 times. Reaper said, it's an automatic test. I know, right? Jesus, I'm doing quite well. I'm just going to have to get people with straight gears to break down here in front of the booth. You said, what's it got in it? A 350? No, it was a 305 out of a C10, a 84 C10 van. So, totally don't go with that truck, because that truck was fuel injection. You laughed. David said, Van, you fit Randy's old big block into it. Olivia, I've thought about it. I really have. I thought about putting that 396 in it and having a little play toy. I don't know. We'll see. I want to see how much it'd take to switch it over to a LS though. I'm just going to, I want to take the Tahoe and put this body on it, but I may just change gears on it and put the motor in this. I don't know. We'll see. You said, good brother Jesus, yeah, same for you. They said, can. Yes. You said, I know where there's a 396. Yeah, me too. You said, thank you. Jesus said, MP.
That's no problem.
No problem, yeah. Oh, okay, 305 has to go. Yes, very quick. Let's see, Daryl says, I'm back. Even though you got back inside, I was still starting over, so I refreshed it. Oh, okay. Grandma said, welcome back, Mike. Jesus says, I never have time during the weekdays to join live long because of school, work, and practice. See you guys tomorrow and take care. See you, Jesus. Thank you. If you're still in here, thanks for stopping in. Daryl said, thanks. Cam Boy says, you a vet? Nope. You said, just set of LS swap mounts like this red C10. Well, we got plenty of them. I don't know. But I got to see exactly how everything's going to go. I was talking to Randy about it a little bit last night, so we're going to try something, I think. Hugh says, have a great one, Jesus. And said, Wade says, you're bald. Oh, did you know I was bald?
Yep.
Wow. Thank you. I did not know that. I'm playing. Grandma says, have a good night, 56. God bless you. Wayne said, Mr. Clean. Hugh said, really? I never noticed, LOL. Lol. Shaw said, he is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Jesus said, no problem. Take care, Vic and Grandma, etc. Love you guys. Maria says, he's Mr. Randy. Call him that.
Yep.
Reaper said, Annabelle says, hi, everyone. Hello, Annabelle. What was I saying that? Reham says, hi, hello. See, Hugh says, yeah, the red one first. Okay, fuel pump, whatever you say. Hugh says, hello, Annabelle. Hugh says, you like watching. Okay. Daryl says, I don't know what that is. Grandma says, hi, Annabelle. Maria says, hello, Sade. Daryl says, nailed it, Hugh. Hugh says, lol. Charles W. says, howdy, sir. Hello, Charles W. Reaper says, here we go again. Hugh says, hello, Charles. Grandma says, hi, Charles. Oh! I knew that question was coming. I knew it. Maria says, what are you eating? Skittles. Madman said, hello, sir. Hello, Madman. Hugh said, hello, Madman. Grandma says, hello. Hi, Madman. Olivia says, pop, pop. Justin is being me to me again. Justin, stop being me to me. Charles W. said, Bucky is a dumb shit, I tell you. Oh, hell. He did like Fords.
Okay.
Daryl says, I'm eating chocolate-covered ants. Oh, man. Maria says, what is Skittles? kind of like an M&M, but it's just a little candy instead of like chocolate. It's just I don't know how to explain it.
Pretty good.
Huh?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Now I can't eat too many of them and shoot my sugar up. I'll be getting a headache. You said, how did you get them to sit still, Daryl? Reaper said, wow, throw me under the bus, y'all. Madman said, Sam's Club special. I think so. I think that's where Randy ordered them from. Maria says, oh, I know it. Daryl says, Skittles are a cheap, nasty M&M knockoff. Yes.
Ooh, M&M's are not as good as Skittles.
No, I don't really. The plain M&Ms, I can eat them. They okay, but I like the peanut M&Ms. Let's see. Rumble says, "Give me some." All right. Reaper says, yeah, "See if I join any more lives." Hugh says, "Yeah, Skittles are a fruity M&M. There you go, without chocolate." Daryl says, "I got them from the show Saturday." Rumble said, are those sweet or sour ones? These are the sweet ones. I like the sour ones too now. Madman said, M&M's peanut is better. Yes, I agree with you, Madman.
Alright, Mom.
Hugh says, yes, sir, peanut ones are the best. Hugh says, I like all M&M's. Ha ha. Let's see. Francis says, M&M's are good. Reaper says, I'm messing with y'all. I know that. Maria says, don't you get bored of eating sweets? No, there's so many different ones. If I get bored of eating one, I'll go to another one. Like I'll get hung on whatchamacallit, candy bars, and then I get tired of eating them. I'll try something else for a little while, and then I'll go back. Hugh says, hello, Francisco. Libby said, Pops, he's still being mean to me. Justin, quit being so mean to her. I told her she can be in here. We would not be mean to her. Quit being mean to her. I told him. Maria says, I'm feeling dizzy right now. Oh, no. Grandma says, hi, 728. Hugh says, lol. Hugh says, I did that with Snickers and Reese's. Yeah.
Snickers.
Reaper says, but I'll admit it, I did do something stupid today. No. What'd you do, Reaper? Maria said, whatchamacallit, I've learned this word today. It's only a candy bar. That's it. Whatchamacallit. Good, I did my job then. I taught you a word today. Let's see, you said, say it ain't so, Reaper. Let's see. Gallagher says hi. Hello. Oops, wrong one. Let's see. Hugh says, hello, Aiden. 22 Pilot says, hi, hello. Carlos says, hickory dickory thing. I don't know what word you're trying to say. Hickory thing. Grandma says, hi, Aiden. Hugh says, hello, 222. Grandma says, hello, 222. Robs and Rods. Howdy, everyone. How you doing, Rob? Freya says, I didn't learn it from you. I've seen videos, and now when you said it, I just remembered it. Always trying to steal my thunder. Reaper says, somehow I broke the transmission to my cruiser today. Oh, Lord. No wonder Charles says you're dumb. I mean, Riz says, you kind of helped. Hugh says, hello, Robs. Hugh says, hello, Carlo. Grandma said, hi, Robs and Rods. Hugh says, oh, man. Robs and Rod says, Grandpiddo and Grandma. Charles W. says, told you he's dumb shit. No, we believed you without the story, Charles. I just played. Charles says, oh, you.
Listen here. You're gonna make me say a few wordy dirts here in a second.
Again? Ah! Oh, he gonna pay for that one.
Got any more Pepsi per chance?
I do. Go get in the truck. They're in the work truck. And bring the whole box in here, please. Put them in this refrigerator. There's you got a cup and there's ice and. Quit tearing up my crab, man. God dang. I want to throw something at you now. Let's see. Olivia says, okay, Pop, he being nice now. Cool. Reaper said, wow, I see how it is, bald man. Man, I ain't got nothing but love for you. You know that. Let's see. Hugh said, lol. Case said, Jesus loves you. Case or Peter, whichever one you want to be called. Jesus loves you too. Maria said, this poor old man gets absent from his addicted son. It gets abused, I'm sorry, from his addicted son. You said, everyone. Grandma says, Case A.M. Adam. Adam. What am I? I'm just sorry. Amen. Reaver said, well, it can't be as bad as what Charles did. Oh, well, tell us the story on Charles. What did Charles do? Inquiring minds want to know. It's only right to tell the story on him. Maria says, I have a conclusion. Okay. What is your conclusion, Maria? When I asked you that time to show me what's in the bag, you refused. But the next day you showed us. That means you hid the human bones and replaced them with other things. Am I right? No, Maria, you are not right. You are not right. You're a mess, what you are. And you said, lol. Reaper said he decided to park his cruiser in the station. That's not good. Tonight's video is 1 hour and 30 minutes long and brought to you by Limco Base Coat Paint. Awesome, Daryl. You said, roll on the floor, laugh my ass off. Charles W. said, really, Bucky? Maria said, this is the only logical explanation. Or, I just think you crazy. You said, he finally got you new paint, question mark. People said, now who's the dumb shit? Laugh my ass off. Sound like to me we got another story, another thing of Dumb and Dumber. Go put them in the refrigerator, not in here.
Listen here, woman. You gotta let me get situated before you start barking out wonder.
Let's see. You laughing? Daryl says, "Yeah, it came Monday morning." Maria says, "Why you refused in the first time?" Because you ain't just gonna spout something over like that, some crazy stuff like that, and expect me just to jump. What's wrong with you? You had me jumping all over this place looking for a dang dead body. Lord have mercy. Hugh says, cool deal. Hugh said, I'd rather break it than crash it. They said, Pops, Boggy is being mean to me now. I can't control Boggy.
Facts.
I mean, you're gonna have to deal with Boggy. Thump him in the knee. Let's see. Hugh says he had double Whopper with triple cheese. Yeah. Reaper says, I mean, I have to pay for the transmission, but he has to pay for the front of the station. Maria said, what's wrong with you? Humans have rights to live without eating them. Don't do that.
What are we talking about?
I'm not eating no dang human. You get way too dark. You said, that's true. Roll on the floor, laughing my ass off. You said, yours is way cheaper. Jesus says, have a little bit of time. Awesome.
Hey, in PG-13, you're not an hour in yet. You can't drop an F-bomb.
Let's see. Charles Davis says, sir, do you know where I can buy some paintball guns? No, but I know where you can get some gel blasters. I think the gel blasters are a little bit cheaper than those paintballs, I think. I don't think they're quite as accurate, but which I would like to have a paintball gun. You said gotta run. Have an awesome night. The clock is calling. See you, Hugh. Thanks for stopping in. Maria says, I'm still going to search for more evidence. Oh, Lord have mercy. You got way too much time on your hand. Grandma says, welcome back, 50 cents. Jesus is King says, thanks. Reaper says, what are you planning on doing? Charles Davis said, nothing, Bucky. Nothing, Bucky. Don't worry about it. Do not even worry about it.
I messed up last night. I ate a bunch of tacos, and I finished them off this morning. It's about to be a bad night.
Hey, man, we got 22 likes. That ain't too bad for no more people that's been coming in here. Let's see. Reaver said, good job, younger peanut gallery. Give him hell. Y'all fixing to see something he ain't gonna like. Maria says, are you serious you're gonna finish all these Skittles by yourself? No. I'm gonna eat 23 more though. Grandma said 23. Maria says, you're gonna get diabetes.
I hope not.
Well, if I get diabetes, I'm going to put it in an envelope and send it to you. Carlos says, Grandma, listen to his glory and my good caught by City Light, beautiful worship song. It will make you cry. Reaper said, easy ball, man. I'm a sheriff, remember? So was Woody. Olivia says, no, you don't tell Justin. I don't do that. Jesus said, probably going to be Jesus said, probably going to be stale. Olivia said, not you. Olivia said, no, stop the both of your, what?
She had some spasms.
Reaver said, wow. Grandma said, where at? Papi said, how's it going tonight? How's y'all's night going? It's going good. Jason, is that right? Grandma says, hi, Papi. Don't touch my lucky thingy, please. Reaper said, all right, who wants to ride in the cruiser? I do. Lever said, no, I don't, Pops. Justin and Boggy are lying. I'm not hearing nothing from Justin or Boggy.
Thanks.
Maria says, did you know that diabetes runs in our family? So 90% 90%, I'm going to be diabetic one day, even though I don't eat sweets. Okay, there, right there, you said it. Then why worry about it? If you're gonna have it, if 99% sure you're gonna have it, then hell, you might as well enjoy yourself and eat sweets. You're gonna get it anyway. No matter how good you eat, you can eat all the salads in the world. No matter what you do, you can exercise. You're still gonna die. We all are. Might as well enjoy it. Reaper says, I can give rides now. I'm Lieutenant. Lieutenant Dan, you got legs. Drop Kick Giraffe said, this man sold my auntie a dime bag of black tar heroin back in '89 behind a Kmart in Tallahassee, Oklahoma.
Tulsa.
She said she would not tell anybody, and I ain't never been in Oklahoma, so somebody's lying. But you. Grandma said diabetes don't come from eating sweets. You tell her, Grandma, I'm so mad I can't. Reaver says, all right, bald man, with or without cuffs? I don't know. I think
Is it pink fuzzy cuffs?
are they pink and fuzzy?
I don't know. You're a little drunk.
Let's see. Levy said, stop. I'm not going to do that, and I will hit you, Boggy. I have a feeling we got a one-sided conversation going on here. I'm only seeing one side of this. Grandma said I should know. I'm a diabetic. Papa said, no, not too bad. I just ate dinner and relaxed, and that's the best thing to do is relax. Maria said, no, I don't want to. I want to get diabetes. I don't want to get diabetes in my 20s. At least I hope I'm going to be 40 or 50 when I get it. But 99% sure you're going to get it. So, hell, you might as well go. You didn't say when you're going to get it. Maria said 2. Reaper said, depends on what you look like. Well, you know what I look like. I'm just an old, bald, fat man. Olivia said, stop it to both of you. Justin, if you giggle back there, I'm really going to take your knees caps.
She's mad. Buggy said something about Paul Walker. And that would make her melt, so I said, I'll just take a picture of a dash. That's the same thing.
Man, that's bad. That's bad. Jesus said, question mark. Grandma said, diabetes is from how much insulin your pancreas produces. And so, you might have a pancreas that produces a lot of insulin. I don't know. Reaver said, free rides to the station and booking sale. Anybody want a ride? I'll take a free ride. I ain't never been in that side of the car before. I don't do no wrong.
How your day doing?
Let's see, Roops, I'm messing with y'all. Yeah, we know that. Brad says, I only eat sweets when I eat too much salty foods just to change the taste in my mouth.
Did you know that
Grandma said no thanks.
garlic resets your palate? You know when you eat sushi, you don't eat sushi, but you know when there's a sushi plate out, there's like that white crap and the wasabi. The white crap's like, what did I just say? Garlic. Carmen made me eat one. How about puke?
Let's see, Carlos says, I'm a type 2 diabetic, Grandma. Maria says, he doesn't know what the pancreas or insulin is. How do you know, Maria? Carlos said, Pops, where the bullying a dead guy now? Yeah, I told him I thought that was wrong.
Yeah, I'll pop out of a Ouija board.
Maria says he also don't know the difference between Iran and Iraq.
One ends with an N, one ends with a Q.
Yeah, I mean, how much difference it wants? One's IRAN, one's IRAQ. That's not that big a difference, just one letter. I can see the difference.
Iran is bigger though. About double the size of Iraq, maybe even triple.
Let's see, Reaper says, hey everyone, it's Annabelle. Hello, Annabelle. Maria says, I love sushi. I figured you would. That ain't no way I'm eating that mess. Olivia says, I gotta go. I'm doing stuff, but I left a like, Justin. Thank you. We're stuck at 22. There ain't nobody liked in a while. We've had a couple different people coming in here, and I think they left and didn't like.
I'm about to give Carmen a call.
Carlos said, I don't know what that word's supposed to be, Bella and Olivia. Jesus is King says, bye. See ya, Jesus. Thank you for stopping in. Reaper said, Annabelle said, I stole his phone again. All right. Olivia says, Kayla, Michael. Papa said 2 hot dogs and chips, onions and chili. You can keep the onions, but I'll take the rest. Maria said, there's much difference. In fact, if you told an Iraqi that Iraq and Iran are quite the same, he'd be very angry.
Well, that's not very positive.
Well, and then I would have to tell him. We all love each other. It's all that. There's way too much fighting in this world. Jesus says, Lol, no, I was saying bye to Bella.
Who's Bella?
Don't know. I kind of missed that a minute ago. Maria says, as me right now. No, there's no way.
She's mad. No way.
No, there's no way. Reaver says, and I am running to clear out his gun safe. Oh no. Say it ain't so, Annabelle. Say it ain't so. Maria, you right. I have no idea what it's like on the outside of this world, all the way over where you're at. I have no problem with Iraqians or Iranians. There's good people everywhere. If they get mad at the wrong reason.
Blah, 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 blah.
So there better not be another truck being pulled in. I'm out of money. See, you all right? Yeah, just fine. I do not like it getting dark like this.
I know.
I sure hope they don't change time this year.
Not my fault.
Maria says, I know I have lots of Iranian friends. They're good people. Exactly. There's no reason to be mad. Maria says, I love everybody. That's questionable. Reaver says, I'm back, right? Maria said, except people who eat Skittles all the time. I don't eat them all the time. That's the first time you've seen me eating Skittles.
Yeah, and I brought them out for me.
I can't eat it. I want to keep eating them, but I can already feel my headache starting, so I can't eat no more. Do not sit there and pick certain colors out of them things.
Certain
you just
colors.
Eat them.
I'm only eating oranges.
Do not do that. Let's see. Reaper says, what about people who eat? Is that
Vincent?
Venison? Is that venison all the time?
Oh, no.
I don't know. You're right to start a fight. You're trying to start a fight. Who? Me? Not me. I'm not trying to start no fight. Now Jesus says, Lord, no fighting. That's right. Maria, I seriously don't have problems with anybody. We just playing, Maria. Just playing. I'm positive. I'm a peaceful human being. And I am a simple human being.
We agree with you, Maria.
I agree with you, Maria. There you go. I forgot about that saying. Reaper says, YouTube. Pape said, when I visit my parents, my dad says the same thing. He will wake up in a rage. Reaper saying, big YouTube, little YouTube, big little YouTube, big little, big little, big little boop. It is Jason. Maria said, I disagree.
What's new?
What do you disagree about now, Maria? That I'm a simple human being? Carlos says, do you like me, Maria? Daryl said, how's R3 doing today? He coming in this weekend? Be honest with you, I haven't talked to Randy much at all today. I don't know what, I did send him, I think, 2 texts. That's about all we've spoke today. I don't know what's going on. Usually he talks to me, but he was standoffish today, so I figured he had some stuff going on. Reaper said, sorry, y'all, I got bored. Jesus said, what's the YouTube play button mean? I guess it means he got bored. Daryl said, I think next weekend time changes. I was hoping they wouldn't do it. I haven't even looked it up. I cannot stand that. That means it'll be getting dark by the time I get at the building. I do not like that at all. Oh, I see why it's so slow in here. There's only 9 people in here. Well, good 9 people. Reaper. Yep, there you go. That's what we need. Where'd you find that thing at?
You scroll down.
Huh? Oh, well, wonder where Lotus. I don't know. I bet he's working. Popeye says, people that get bored need to find work or a hobby. Yes. Maria's dabbing. Let's see. Maria said, what do you mean by that, Carlo? Put the pen down right now. Jesus, what's your plans for tomorrow? Tomorrow, I don't know. I'm going to see if I can get my trailer out of the woods so I can go pick it up tomorrow. I don't know. Or Friday one. I got to see. Maria says, you know, I can just turn the voice down and don't listen to it. But I know you won't do that. You do that, you'll be asleep in the middle of the night like that. Carlos says, you never said hello to me, Maria. Reaper says, Pape, I'm a lieutenant at a sheriff's station in Louisiana. Maria says, kitty in a box. Jane says, hi. Oh, hello, Jane. Jane says, hi, Daryl. Daryl said, Jane. Jane says, hi, NDP. Jane hadn't been in here lately. She been busy. Maria says, oh, sorry, I didn't notice. Sorry if that bothered you. Reaper said, what is that, spam opening? Or is that the crib? That's the spam opening, ain't it?
Yeah.
Jane says, hi, Carlo. Maria says, hi, Jane. Jane says, Reaper. Carlo says, hi, Jane. Jesus says, here this time I'll see y'all.
That's what that means.
Huh?
It's all right for real this time.
Oh, all right, for real this time. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night. See you, Jesus. Thank you for coming in. Reaper says, gold medal for all. Carlos said, that's okay, Maria. I'm not bothered. Grandma said, hi, Jane. Jesus said, no problem. Jane said, hi, bye, Jesus. Aloha, Grandma. Reaper says, Annabelle hitting me now. What did you do to Annabelle to make her hit you? What is it with these women that want to beat on people? Always being mean. And they always saying, the guys are being mean to me.
Exactly. Get on to Carmen. She beats me. She's in the live right now.
I ain't getting on to her. I might just something you do, just like mucking with me.
What are you talking about?
James Annabelle, you know Reaper is fragile. It says, in fact, yes, I didn't. I didn't turn it down because I love tormenting myself. You all talk. You like listening to this old redneck.
All talk, nobody.
Yeah. Reaper says, Jane, I ain't fragile anymore. Or any less. Without anymore, without listening, Maria, you wouldn't have any other clips to be putting in on. Why you love pressing on it? Pressing on what?
Okay.
See, Daryl says, gotta get back to editing. I'll be back. See you, Daryl. I do understand that. Reaper's, what is that, Reaper?
Volcano exploding.
Volcano exploding with eyes and nose. Poof. Pape said, y'all have a blessed night, and I have to finish my book. See you, Pape. Thank you for stopping in. I do enjoy saying your name there. I know it's Jason, but I like Pape.
Old man's got a little bit of all.
Reaper says, Pink Cookie Monster. Jay said, bye, Jason. See, Maria says, I have other accounts, and it's famous. Okay. Carlos says, I didn't post anything lately. I'm busy with my other accounts. Mary says, I'm famous, Randy, believe it or not. I believe you. I have no reason to not believe you.
Maria, get back on the YouTube grind. There's no need to use several different accounts on Tinder.
Yeah. Tell us what other accounts you're on. Charles says, hi. Hello, Charles. This is Charles M. 6. This is Blue Charles. How's that? It says, I won't tell you, then I don't believe you. That's it. I don't believe you. Just like you say, if you can't prove it, I don't believe it. I believe in facts. Charles says, hello, hello, hello to everyone. Jane says, hi, Charles. Carlos says, hi, Charles. And Charles W. says, I'm back. We got Charles W. and Charles M6 in here. Welcome, y'all two. Charles, meet Charles. Hello, Jane and big boys. Maria said one of the videos has more than 2 million views. Of us?
I'll take a cut of it. Yes.
I mean, believe it or not, if I can't see it, if you don't prove it, I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Grandma says, hi, Charles, M6. Maria says, nope, okay, then see, I don't believe it. I do not believe it. So you make an old knockoff account just to make fun of us? Reaper says, remember when I first started watching y'all ball man? I do. You had, what? I think it was 22 acres. You had just started investigating it all, and you had a Ford. And yes, I do remember. And you had the hots for somebody at the station, but you wouldn't tell us who. I wonder who that ever... Did you ever find that person you had the hots for? Charles says, I'm Charles W. also, but not Watkins. Okay. Maria says, okay, don't believe me. I don't need you to believe me. Good. I don't believe you. Just like the bag. If you can't prove it, I don't believe you. Charles says, hey, Grandma. Maria said, you still believe in a woman, but you have no evidence. I don't have to believe it. It don't matter to me. Like I said, we come in here to have a good time.
Doesn't really matter what you are to me. I don't really care.
It don't. I mean, like I said, we're here to have a good time, enjoy life. If people want to keep their identity private, that's up to them. Charles W. says, nice to meet you, Charles. This is Charles W., but it's not Watkins.
That one is Watkins. I said that.
Oh, wait a minute. Charles Watkins is Charles Washington. The other Charles is Charles W., just not Watkins. Oh, cool. I just caught what y'all were. See, maybe I'm a bald fat man too. I'm not even touching that one. Last time, all hell broke loose. I'm not no. Change subject. Reaper says, a lot has changed since then. Yes, a lot has changed. Charles says, so you got 2 Charles W's? Yeah, evidently, because I got Charles Watkins, and you said your name was Charles W. Charles is a cop with Reaper, or in the station with Reaper. I assume they're both cops, because one parked his patrol car in the police station. Maria says, okay, talk about the weather. It's chilly. Charles Watkins says, I can change my name if it's easier. Nah, it's fine. You're fine. I just get to talking and get lost in the train of thought sometime. Like some people say, I got a fish memory.
Sure.
See, Charles says, nice to meet you, Charles Watson. I think it's Watkins. Watkins. He said fish memory. I knew somebody'd pick up on that.
Hey, listen here. Imagine this little whip thing.
Let's see. Charles Watkins says, yes, I'm a sheriff with Bucky. Maria said, woo, 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 Let's see. Maria says, "Do you have a joke?" I do not. Charles says, "Yes, Watkins, my bad. 71-year-old brain fart." Maria says, "It won't be funny anyway. That's the reason I don't tell jokes." Jay says, "Bucky, are you a sheriff or a deputy?" He said he was a lieutenant. I thought there is only one sheriff with one deputy. That's Mayberry. Dennis said, "Good evening, everyone." Hello, Dennis. Reaper says, "And I can fire you too, Watkins, so watch it." I don't believe you. You cannot. You tell a lie.
Do it for wrong.
Grandma said, "Pops, have a great night and thank you for your life. God bless you and your family." Grandma, God bless you. Thank you for stopping in. Maria says, "Bye, Grandma." Jane said, "Night, Grandma." Grandma said, "Good night, everyone, and God bless you all." You too, Grandma. Maria says, "It's funny that the first time me and Carlo talked was today." Yeah, y'all both been in here.
I think it's because Maria's just always self-centered.
Justin said, "It's because you're always self-centered, Maria. You're not worried about everybody else, just telling everybody they're wrong." Charles said, "Good night, Grandma Vic." Maria says, "I didn't notice when he comes in. He come in." Because you do worried about telling everybody they're wrong.
You're wrong.
Now he's on self-centered. Now he's on the radar. Now you're going to tell him what he's doing wrong.
What's his name?
You're only worried about yourself. Well, most famous people only worry about themselves, so he's doing nothing wrong. Charles said, "Is Maria a guy?" Well, we do not know. She says she could be a man or she could be a girl. She's famous. We know that. She said she was. Reaper says, "I think I'm going to go to the store and get me some Jack and then build a fire and have some s'mores and Jack." Cool, Reaper. Maria says, "Yes, I am." Okay. See? We have no idea who we talking to. Y'all got to remember, this is the internet. We only can believe what people tell us. Charles said, "What's up with that?" Maria says, "I could be an alien, see? We can only go by what people tell us. And you believe people. You never know when they're lying to you." Jane says, "Reaver, both of you are sheriffs." I thought Reaper said he was a lieutenant now. He got a promotion.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's going to the store.
Hogwarts said, "What projects do you build?" Well, right now we just bought another project last night on the live. Somebody come in. We got a '94 Chevy or GMC truck. We'll start on it soon. We got a couple burnout cars, 93 Z28 and two 95 Z28s. We got a couple 1970 and two 1971 C10s. We got a 1978 K10. Man, we got a bunch of projects. Listen, Maria says, "Lord, you know my photo on the internet, but still, I'm not going to tell you where." Okay, I mean, like I said, if you're gonna hide, it don't bother me. I mean, I'm glad you come in here and we'll talk, but I'm not going to chase down and. I mean, yeah, I'm curious about the people on the other side of the pond, but still. Let's see what we got. Emir 7784, are you play music? If I say name of that. Emir said I could start a YouTube channel one day and still not say anything. Okay. Hog says, how do you handle the electrical part? I usually tell Jimmy the Cricket to do it. As soon as he gets out of the wheelchair, I'll go right back to saying, hey, Jimmy, come get on this thing. He does not like doing the wiring, but I normally call my son Randy to do it. If old T-Mew Justin will start coming here, I'm liable to get him to do it. Once Randy comes back, if he keeps on, we're going to get this thing going and get some crapola done around here. Reaper said, or whatever I recommend for alcohol. Yo, well, I'm not a big drinker, but I will take Grey Goose. I do like to take a shot of Grey Goose before I go to sleep, but I don't drink. I don't do a lot of drinking, so I'm not one to ask about alcohol. Let's see, I'm going back. So the opinions are dictatorship of the pre. Okay, whatever you say. Yeah, I thought everybody had an opinion, and I mean, I really don't know where we're going with that, but okay. Kevin said, "Hi, boss." Charles said, "Hey, hello, Kevin." Charles said, "Has this turned into a game channel?" I guess. Guess who I am? Hog says, "Do you know electrical engineers for projects?" I do not. Red says, why didn't you answer me? What was the question? What is self-centered? I did answer that. I said somebody that worries about themselves and nobody else. I answered that question. Now twice. I was making a joke though. You told me to tell a joke. I just made a joke. She said, oh. Or Maria said, oh, I don't know. But I'm not like that. I just made a joke, Maria. Or Boreal, whatever. However you want it. We wouldn't know. We don't know who you are. Charles said, don't give into the web of the player games. I know, right?
Exactly.
I didn't even know that was a joke. Hog says, why don't you like the new vehicles? I do like them. I would rather have the old ones. And a lot of the new vehicles come with payments, and I don't like payments. Let's see. Bad joke. You didn't tell me to say a good joke. You told me to tell a joke. You didn't say it had to be good or bad. Charles said, old classic vehicle any day. That's right. Hog said, I heard new vehicles, electrical part, and tuning is hard stuff. We do have HP tuners. We would love to learn that a little bit better. But we don't know what we're doing. We're learning. Every time we get about 4 or 5 steps ahead, something stupid happens. So, but we do have it. Now, I would like to find somebody to tune my SS. I want to do more work to it, but I can't afford it right now. But I do want to get it. I want to put some plugs and stuff in it, get everything back new, put a set of headers on it, and have somebody tune it. It said, what's the red thing? What red thing we talking about? Behind my head? That's a pillow, if that's what you're talking about. Or aren't the new cars, the ECU is locked from tuning? I believe some of the new cars, the brand new ones are, but like I think they just broke into the Corvette. You can, I think certain people can do the new Corvette now. She's talking about red on the desk. Got a drill, screwdriver, the Apple machine. Well, Maria, I don't know what you're talking about. You said red thing. I'll look into the picture to see what you're looking at. Well, it's easier to look over here, ain't it? Let's see. I see a drill, a screwdriver. Maria said, oh, it's a drill. Yeah, one's a drill and one is a screwdriver. We call it that too. Does y'all's look different? It's actually two things there. One's a drill, one's a screwdriver. Or an impact, I guess you call it, not necessarily a screwdriver. Did Chester bring you more apples? No, Chester didn't even come over here during the race. Kind of funny thing. I don't know why, but I hadn't heard from him all week. And then when he didn't show up for the race, kind of bothered me, because he don't have a phone or nothing, so we can't just call him, check on him. So I got the truck and drove over there, and y'all know he can't hear. So I walked over to the door, and I could see him. He was sitting there with his hands above his head like this, watching the race. And I opened the door, and I sat there for probably 5 minutes before he turned around and seen me sitting beside of him. It was kind of funny. Maybe he's mad at you. Well, if he is, then he shouldn't be. But if he is, I wouldn't think so. My favorite apple is Red Delicious. Yeah. Maria says, you just go to his place? Yeah, he lives right behind us, and he watches out after the building. I made him a driveway so he can drive. He's got it's called a mule, but it's like a side-by-side. And he'll come from his house up here with side-by-side, and he watches the place over for us. Hog said, so I build only the hardware part of the engines. So I build it. Let's see what you go. Let's go to your channel here. So, Hog, you build hardware part for the engines. What parts do you build? People have favorite apples now? Yeah, there's different apples. People like the different taste of them. Charles, so nice of you to cut him a driveway. Yeah, he was, like I said, he don't want to get in his truck and drive up here because he has to go under the bridge, come back up, and then cut, But if he bought him a little mule, like a side by side, and he kept saying something about if he had a driveway. I said, well, heck, I'll fix you one. I've been clearing anyway. So I cut him a place that way he don't even have to get on the road. He can just come straight over here.
You see what Carmen made for you?
I thought all the apples has the same thing. No, there's
There you go.
no apples. There's
So they can make stickers.
no apples. There's wine sap apples. There's red delicious apples. There's all kinds of different apples with different taste. Let's see. Charles says, how old is he? I think he is in his 80s, I think. I want to say 84. I may be wrong, but I know he's told me, but I think.
You're not official.
Nope. It's got a spring in it or something. You just messed it up. Let's see. I was asking if you only build the hardware parts for the tuning shop. The shop does that. Oh, we don't mess with the hardware stuff. like I said, we do have HP tuners. We bought the tuner kit to do it, but we are just learning. Maria said the same taste. No, they taste different. Some of them sour, some of them sweet, some of them. They all got different tastes. Mike says hi everyone. Hi Mike. Maria says nice orange hair. Yeah, his girlfriend did that for me. Maria said you need to have an orange wig. Yep. Charles says bless his heart. Hey, Long Wrench Garage. Maria says, you don't know what your friend's age and fortune. Maria, I do not clog my brain up with a bunch of useless information. He's my friend, and see, look, he is 87. Maria, I said 84. I was, I don't. There's things that I just don't see no reason to worry about. It doesn't matter how old he is to me. I mean, Jane says hi, Mike. Mike says hi, Jane. Randy says, hey, Charles, Jane, and Mike. Randy says, why did you know you barely eat apples? Well, I'm not stupid, Maria. I mean, there's just because I don't eat a lot of them. I mean, I know there's different ones, and I mean, Madison said, aloha. Jane said, Maria, there are many different types of apples. Some are sweet and some are tart. And Maria, if you don't know what tart means, kind of a sour. Randy says, I like the Granny Smith apples. See, there's another one. I didn't even think about that one. Mike said, aloha, Madison. Jane said, hi, Madison. Maria says, when I have a friend, I make sure I know everything about them.
Well, that's the thing women do.
I mean,
dudes don't do that.
I don't have to know everything about them.
I don't even know where I don't even know when Nathaniel's birthday is, and I've been friends with him
since
I was in third grade.
We're simple people. It doesn't matter. You treat me right, I treat you right. We go on about our business.
Like
Madison said, hey, Mike and Jane. Joshua said, what is your source of income? I work for the railroad. I am a track inspector for the railroad. And we've got this building. We do YouTube and sell tires and wheels, and we dabble in exhaust. Men can go their whole life and hardly know their best friend's name. Exactly. Hell, a lot of times we just call each other bitch. Mike says, hi, R3. Josh said, what's your occupation? They call it an engine. I'm in the engineer department at the railroad. Charles says, hey, Madison Hutchins. Randy says, hey, Mike. Maria says, well, women friendships are different. Yeah, we are simple people. We're not a bunch of complex spider web and crap. But we don't know that you're a woman. Remember? Mm-hmm. Madison said, hey, Charles. Randy said, nothing wrong with that, Maria. We are all different. That's right. Maria says, if I didn't remember when her birthday is, our friendship might end. Then y'all are not much friends.
Thanks. That ain't that important.
Randy said, Maria said, Randy, what's your language? I can't. It comes out invisible. Randy says, I hardly remember Madison's birthday. Hell, I barely remember my birthday. No, I'm lying. I remember my birthday. It's Earth Day. They made Earth Day after me.
Yeah, that's why we're nice.
I was here before they made Earth. That's how I know the world's round. Quit. Maria says, and you let him live, Madison.
Yeah.
That's shaky ground, R3. He's just BSing around. He knows her birthday. Maria says, I think your birthday in April. Yeah, it's Earth Day. I just told you that. I told you when my birthday was. I don't try to hide. I'm on this internet out in the middle of everywhere. I have nothing to hide. Nothing. People think I'm doing stuff, hiding stuff. I have nothing to hide. The only friends I really got now, other than my kids, the only friends I got is on this internet. half of them, more than half, I won't never see. Carlos says, hello, Mike. Daryl says, 1 hour and 30 minutes of painting tonight. All right, we get to paint. Mike. Randy says, Lowell, I remember her birthday and both anniversaries. I just can't let her know that. That's right. Randy said, little Randy, little Randy know when my birthday. I'm not little Randy. Mike says, hi, Carlo. Daryl says, R3. Maria says, I think maybe he forgotten. Randy says, sometime between January 1st and December 31st. Daryl says, long. Randy says, hey, Daryl. James said, both anniversaries? Probably when he went out on the first date, and then when he got married. Dating and marriage, James, see?
You know, you and Carmen's birthday's only 2 days apart.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
hers 20th or 24th? 24th. Mike said, hey, hi, Mac. Randy said, 10:15 and 4:28. Carlos says, hello, Randy Jr.
Morning.
Randy says, hello, Carlo.
Hey, that's serious. Yeah.
Let's see. Charles says, everyone, I got to go. Been a long day. Good night to all and blessings. See you, Charles. Thank you for stopping in. Madison said, hey, Carlo. Daryl said, Maddie. Carlos said, hey, hello, Madison. Riviera said, Madison, please don't time me out again. Randy said, see you, Charles. Have a blessed one, buddy. Blessed one, buddy. Daryl said, I had to grab my fuzzy slippers tonight. Let's see. Madison said, hey, Daryl.
Morning.
Morning. It's not what I asked. October 22nd, 2025. Who started it? That's today.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Randy said, so Addie just stole my big French fry and it tasted me. Lucky she is faster than me. Stole my big French fry and it tested me. Lucky she is faster than me. Riviera, what'd you get timed out for? You must have said something if Madison timed you out. Hogg said, what's going to be your next project? Well, we got to finish up several that we're going, but I don't know exactly. The one we just bought last night is the 94 GMC 1500. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do with it yet. We got to get Randy out of that damn wheelchair first. Randy says, they never did, Daddy.
Well, the account was made today.
Well, that account was made today, the 22nd. So I remember us talking about a Riviera on something else. Maria said,
now what in the world was that? I wasn't trying to mess with you, man.
I didn't know what you were doing. I thought you was going to reach up and pop me again.
No, I was about to tell you you're going to have the rest of this Pepsi, man.
Well, I'll put it over yonder somewhere now. We're gonna wipe this shit up.
What in the world?
Let's see, he said he's helping you to lose weight. Look at the bright side. Let's see, there's a tail back there under that candy. Daryl said, it's coming. Let's see, Jane said, Justin, was the Pepsi in the machine last night? No, I haven't put any Pepsis in the machine yet. Maria, I lost a lot of muscle mass, so I've lost weight against my will. Maria said, good for you. Randy said, losing muscle mass is very bad, Maria. Randy says, gonna be harder to walk. Maria says, oh, sorry. 125 says America needs to protect its illegal big booty Latinas. Randy says, but Maria, I plan to lose down to 200 and I was at 225. Daryl said the muscle in the legs will take time to retrain. Gray says, how much are the Pepsis? Is that what you're trying to say? Pepsis? Right now, I don't have a price on there. I got to see how much it's going to cost them. They may be 75 cents or $1. I don't know exactly yet. Randy says, yeah, it will, Daryl, but I'll be okay. Randy says, now I'm feeling sleepy. Randy says, hey, Craig. Daryl says, slow and steady wins the race. Randy says, $1 will be a good, cheap price. Craig says, hey, we need to get something, because that's going to make a damn mess. Get about, go down and get about 4 of those, please. Let's see, Rhea says, your shirt, is it green or yellow? It's yellow. We have to wear yellow for work. Craig, are they 20 ounce? No, they're 12. The cans are 12 ounce. I am going to sell, I do have a Pepsi machine that is for 20 ounce bottles, but I don't know exactly. It worked when I unplugged it last, but I haven't plugged it up in years, so I haven't even tried it. It's here, but I've not even tried it yet. Randy says, safety yellow, Maria, 12 ounce can, said Randy. See why you shouldn't mess with me?
That's not my fault.
It is your fault. If you wasn't always messing with me,
I was just trying to put my Pepsi down.
ain't no way it was good and cold yet.
Nope.
I don't drink hot Pepsis. I think everybody just took them a break or left early. Let's see. Maria says, kitty in a box. Well, what? 6 times? Kitty, 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 kitty. It said, I'm still going to send cat stickers. Craig said, $1 is $1. That's a good price. That's probably, like I said, what I got to do is once I get into the machine and fill them up, you have to go through and it's been so long. I haven't worked for, I worked for railroad for 15 years, and I couldn't tell you the last time I had that machine plugged up, and I had set it down for 25 cents just for the kids to play with. And So I have no idea. It's been so long since I have worked on it. I've got to remember how to fix the price. Garmin said, I think y'all need a shop cat. No, we do not need no shop cat. Since Seven's gone, I wouldn't mind having a dog here, but it's just too much trouble to keep up with. I don't think we need don't need no animals. Daryl says, Carmen. Maria said he hates cats. I could have been lying. I wasn't, but I could have been. Daryl said, I agree. I can load you up with strays since it's cold out. Now, no, thank you. No. Appreciate the offer, though. I think you ought to take him to Jane's house.
Mm-hmm.
See, oh, it's about time.
Yeah.
Let's see, Come here, cast. When's the next burnout? Probably next weekend, the 31st. I'm hoping anyway. Next burnout. Let's see. There is a burnout the 25th down at Caraway, but I don't see us being able to go. Daryl says, I agree. I can let. Oh, I just. Carlos says a can of Pepsi in the local convenience store here is around $3.50 Australian dollars. Man, Daryl says she sends them here. Oh, Maria says I think if you bought a cat, you would like it. Yeah. Beth said, best wait till you meet our pups, Randy. You'll want to keep them. I don't know about that. Let's see. I'm not an animal person. And if I did, they're usually big dogs. Let's see. Daryl said, bought a cat. They are everywhere. Yeah. I don't see me buying a cat for dang sure. Mike says, I think if you had a cat, Randy could cook Chinese at the shop. Oh, Lord. I'm glad I don't have about 6 more minutes of this and that. You might open up something there. Maria said, this is the first time I see Randy clean something. Good job. I had to clean that, huh? I don't like that. Craig says, are you all set for the Halloween? We're working on it. I just got another box of candy. And I've got it planned out. I do have the driveway set the way I want it, I think. I got to get Justin here during the day to move a vehicle. The Volvo that don't run, I'm going to use it too. I'm going to pull it around and put it nose down. But I am trying to get it going. I'm hoping it goes good. I really am. I look forward to it. I look forward to going live with it too. And I hope it does good. Maria said, don't say that. Maria said, you can cook Justin, but don't cook a cat. God dang, girl.
That's what I do.
See, Daryl says, have you fired up lately?
No. Oh, he's asking if you fired up.
Vivo. Oh, I see what you're saying now. I did the other day, and I'm going to tell you, it didn't want to start. That's the first time. Usually when I get in it and hit the key, it fires right up. But it didn't want to do right. So I need to go out there and fire it up again. And then I had pulled it on the lower side, and somebody broke down and was parked behind it for about 3 or 4 days because I was going to back it up. And I couldn't back it up because they were behind me where I normally park it. if it's not up on the upper side of the place. So I do need to fire it up and back it up some. When it didn't run good the other day, I set it out there and let it run for probably I don't know, hour and a half maybe. I just let it sit there and run, let it charge some of the batteries up. But man, we're not even gonna make 30 likes tonight. Daggone it. Oh well. I think YouTube's doing something. It's not pushing it out as much. We do get a few trolls, but anyway, it's all good. At least my locals are coming back. Thank y'all very much. So Daryl says, I think I'd put a tender on it no more than you drive it. I probably need to. You're right. Need to get one of them good ones and let it sit up there and just keep a charge on it, because I definitely don't need those batteries going dead. Daryl said YouTube is changing it a lot again. By the time we get it rolling, they start messing with it. Maria said, when was the last time I said something mean you can't remember?
Well, if you
Mainly because I got a fish memory, remember?
Yeah.
You just said something not even 2 minutes ago talking about me cooking my son. That was mean. That was what? Not even 2 minutes ago. You're awful mean for a famous person. I don't know if it's a famous female or a famous male, but whatever. Daryl said, how can we keep up, Randy? I don't. How can we keep up? I have no idea. Don't even try. I just come in here and go with the flow. You never know who you talk to or what personality. Maria said, mean? I thought everybody does that. Cook humans? No, that's not here. 1994 says, hey, Jesus loves you. Remember this. We do. Thank you. Thank you very much.
He was in here yesterday.
Yeah, hit that like you thing you button for me, please. I got about a minute left. Maria said, you said something bad about cats. I did not. I said, I don't want to buy a cat.
No, she's talking about that comment you read about cooking the cats for Chinese food.
94 says, I love you too. I didn't say it. I just read it. But anyway, with that is a good note just to call it to an end. We're not going to squeeze out 30 in this live, but that's okay. I enjoyed talking to everybody. Let's see, Maria said, at least you cook people. What is wrong with eating Justin's? Never mind. Ooh. Daryl said, peace. See you, Daryl. I'll click on just a minute on your premiere. But anyway, y'all have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this. And if you got time, you jump over there to Metal Art Customs premiere there and watch him paint. And I'll see y'all tomorrow at 6 p.m. Thank y'all, and y'all have a good night. Let's see, your grandpa must be a cowboy. Let's see, Long Range said, I said it, Maria. She knows that. She just wants to blame me. Anyway, y'all have a good day, good night. Thank y'all. Remember, keep it silly.